All right, we are in the Festive Cup. We are in the opening round of the rookie division, playing in a Masters bracket. The guy that in our qualifying round, the top guy had a minus 13, so that's what we're shooting for, trying to shoot minus 28. But a minus 26 is a winning number, so that's what we're shooting for. That's our goal. If we don't get that today, we're still trying to make sure we set ourselves up for the rest of the tournament. So weekend round is where we really want the magic to happen. So let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out hole number 1. All right, we got a par 3. And I know not everybody out there has a high enough level Saturn to be able to do the backspin. And if you're not doing the backspin, you can see from the shadows right here. You can see where there's a shadow here, and you can see it kind of stops right in this area right here is where that ridge is. And if you try and hit right on that ridge, you can go straight at the hole. But if you hit a little bit over here on the hillside, it'll take your irregular bounce to the left, and it'll end up a little far out. You can see there's a little shadow line right there. Here, I'll get her on. You see that shadow line? There's a flat area right there at the bottom, and you can use that little flat area. Just make sure you're at least a couple rings out from the rough, so no matter how you hit it, it's still going to be on that flat. And try and bring it up towards the hole. And you don't have to have, if you hit from down here, you don't have to have very much topspin, backspin, anything. So you can use pretty much any club out there, even if it's underdeveloped, from this little landing pad right here, and have quite a bit of maneuverability. But you'll have to figure out the topspin, and it won't be very much. It'll be like one topspin or one backspin, depending on which way the wind's blowing. But we're going to go straight at it with a Saturn. So hole number 1. Hole number 1. We're going to take our Saturn, and we're going to take a Navigator. Now, we did figure out, I believe, on this hole that we can bring a 0 power ball on this hole. And on the weekend round, to help us out, we're going to take Santa balls. We're going to take a low wind 0 power ball, and we'll still be right at the red line for our adjustment, but we can bring a 0 power ball to this. But we're going to use the nav to cut the wind down a little bit in this round and go straight at it. Here we go. Oh, I like the holes in this tournament. It's super technical. Let's see how our opponent goes at it. If they go on the ridge or they try and go down on the flat. They're in their backbone. They're bringing a pretty big ball for this, a 4 power ball. I'm not sure what I guess that's to put them in their minimum distance. They're down where it's more accurate. It seems a shame to waste a 4 power ball on a par 3. Perfect. That's what we want to hit. Only we want ours to go in the hole. Go in the hole. All right. So where are we in our club? There's max club right there. So we're right at max. So with the 0 power ball, we're even closer to max. So it's going to be a pure number. We're going to set up just a little bit behind it and try and bring it back to the hole. We're going to do a full ring adjustment. And this is 2 per ring. So it's actually 1/9. So we're almost exactly 2 rings. And we just need to hit perfect. Hitting perfect. That was close. But no cigar. A mile away. But we have a safe, absolute safe eagle, or excuse me, birdie. We didn't take any chances, and we didn't waste one of our 4 power balls. in the hole. We will not be shooting our shootouts. And this is my favorite of the par 3s here. I'm going to shoot this in this shootout because I'm going to shoot it in a different way. I brought the right club with me because not everybody that watches these videos has, a club that they can put that much backspin on, or they're not comfortable hitting on top of that hill. Where our opponent's hitting and putting the backspin on there, this is like as soon as you get your Saturn, I think it's what, 800 cards, you can get it to level 8. That's the time to start upgrading, buying your Saturn so that you can get that backspin on a long iron. Let's see if we can shoot this so you can shoot from over here. And what do you need? You need lots of stuff in order to get that line right. How much backspin do you need here? And you can get away with maybe 4 bars. We'll try this shot just to see. I think it's going to go over the back. We're a 3/8, so we're going to go a full. And we're going to go a little bit farther just to compensate for that headwind. Isn't it perfect? Let's see if that goes too far. And that was with just 4 backspin. So that's a shot you can do right there if you want to land on the green and you don't have to have a club that's got lots of stuff. So that's another way that you can hit that other than the way that I normally shoot that doesn't take as much. The way that I shoot it, it only takes about 3 or 4 backspin and a couple side spin as well. So that's another way of shooting that shot. All right. That was hole number 1 of the Festive Cup tournament and the rookie opening round. Thanks for watching.